Hey man, real talk. You know what stings the most after a breakup? It's not just the silence, it's the assumption she makes that you're over there, suffering, stuck, waiting on her return like a lost puppy. She thinks you're checking her profile every night, that you're still playing back old memories in your head. That one little message from her could pull you right back in. But what if you flipped the script? What if the best response was no response at all? Not out of spite, but because you've evolved. Because instead of chasing her, you started chasing your own greatness. Let's talk about how to do that, step by step. Let's turn her assumption into your transformation. Point 1. Stop explaining yourself. Let silence speak. Bro, let me tell you something real. Every time you explain yourself to her after she's walked away, you're giving her more power. You're trying to prove you were good enough, loyal enough, worth holding on to. But here's the truth. She already made her choice. And the more you talk, the more it confirms to her that she still has control. What she doesn't expect is silence. No message, no call, no explanation. Just quiet. Not because you're playing games, but because you finally respect yourself. And that silence, that's when she starts to feel it. Her mind starts racing. She starts wondering if she misjudged you, if she made a mistake. Because silence forces her to sit with her decision. It's not about ignoring her to get her back. It's about realizing you don't owe her closure. You don't owe her anything. Let your silence speak for you. And trust me, bro, it'll say everything she needs to hear. Point 2. Flip the emotional investment. Let me ask you something, man. Who was more invested in that relationship? You or her? Be honest. Because in most cases, it's the guy who gave more. More time, more effort, more emotion, and here's the harsh truth. The person who's more emotionally invested almost always ends up with less power. Not because they're weak, but because they care more. But that needs to stop now. From this moment on, you flip it. You stop pouring your energy into someone who walked away, and you start putting it back into yourself. She's not thinking about how you feel, she's thinking about what she lost. And the less you react, the more she feels it. That shift in emotional energy, it's powerful. Because when she starts to feel your detachment, that's when the regret begins. So don't try to win her back with emotions. Win yourself back by pulling all that energy inward. Let her be confused. Let her wonder why you suddenly feel so distant. That mystery, that's what flips the script. Point 3. Build a life that doesn't include her. Here's the part no one tells you. You don't get stronger by waiting. You get stronger by rebuilding. So instead of sitting there wondering if she's gonna come back, ask yourself, what if she never does? What kind of life would you need to create? To not care either way, because that's the goal. Not revenge, not showing off, but creating a life so full, so focused, so damn solid, that she just doesn't fit in it anymore. Start with the basics. Your body, your mindset, your money. Every day she's not hitting you up. That's another day to build. Stack your habits, sharpen your goals, evolve. You don't need to prove anything to her. You need to prove to yourself that you were never waiting on her. You were just waiting on you to wake up. So let her go, bro, and build a life that makes her irrelevant. Point 4. Make her feel the emotional absence. See, bro, it's not just about going no contact. It's deeper than that. It's about emotional absence, because even if you stop texting, she can still feel it when you're emotionally hooked. You know what I mean? Checking her stories in secret, rereading old messages, hoping she reaches out. But when you pull back emotionally, not just physically, that's when it really hits her. She starts to sense it. That energy she used to feel from you is gone. No more lingering, no more attention, no more reactions. It's like you disappeared from her world, but also from her mind. And that absence, it creates discomfort. She starts questioning herself. Why isn't he reacting? Did he stop caring? Did he move on? That's the beginning of regret. So stop feeding her with attention, even indirectly. When you go cold emotionally, that's when she feels it the most. Point 5. Don't react, replace. Here's the move most guys never make. Instead of reacting, you replace. She expects you to spiral, to sit in your room, replaying memories, stalking her page, waiting for closure. But nah, you're smarter than that. You don't respond to the pain by drowning in it. You respond by upgrading. You replace the urge to text her with hitting the gym. You replace the obsession over what went wrong with building something new. You replace the void she left with purpose. And here's what that does. It confuses her because you didn't do what she expected. You didn't beg. You didn't lash out. You didn't fall apart. You just replaced her quietly, powerfully. That's when she starts to feel the shift. And that's when you start to win, not over her, but over yourself. Point 6. Keep your circle tight. Don't leak energy. Bro, let me be real with you on this. Not everyone deserves to know what you're going through. I know the breakup hit you hard. I get it. But the worst thing you can do right now is start venting to everyone. Posting sad quotes, talking to her friends, trying to subtly show her you're hurt. That's emotional leakage. And every time you do it, you're handing her free access to your mind. You want to win this? Tighten up your circle. Only a few real ones should know how you feel. The rest? They get silence. Let her wonder. Let her hear about your glow up through whispers, not through posts. You don't need to announce your comeback. You build in silence and let the results speak for you. That's how power moves. Quiet, but undeniable. Point 7. Redefine the breakup. It was a beginning, not an ending. Listen, bro. Stop looking at the breakup like it was the end of your story. It wasn't. It was the beginning. The moment life smacked you in the face and said, "Wake up. I know it hurt, but pain has a purpose." It points to the parts of you that needed growth. That breakup didn't break you. It exposed you. Exposed the places where you were settling, where you were ignoring yourself, where you made her the center of your world. But now you've got a chance to rebuild everything. This isn't about getting her back. It's about getting yourself back. The version of you before the overthinking, before the self-doubt, before the need for validation. That guy, he's still in there. And this pain, it's just the fuel to bring him back stronger. So no, this wasn't your ending. This was your rebirth. Point 8. The new you doesn't wait. He moves forward. Let's be real. She might come back. She might send a hey at 2 a.m. She might pretend like nothing happened. But the new you, he doesn't wait for ghosts. He doesn't open doors to the past. He doesn't crave closure from people who created confusion. He doesn't wonder if she regrets it because he's too focused on what's ahead, not what's behind. And that's what truly makes you untouchable.